In the courts of Istanbul's fading light, where the Sultan's throne grew frail, 1853, the Tsar's bold claim over the Holy Land's pale trail. Nicholas I pushed south to the Danube with Menshikoff's Cossack host. Menshikov seized the Danubian forts and the British-French ghost arose. Abdul-Mejid called on Europe's aid, Aberdeen's cabinet stirred the fleet, while Palmerston thundered against the bear and Napoleon III's deceit. Sevastopol's walls loomed in the mist as the Allies crossed the Black Sea's tide. The Crimean spark lit Europe's powder where the empire's prides collided. Oh, the thunder of the thin red line on the Alma's bloodied shore. Cannon smoke and light brigades ride in the war's unyielding roar. Raglan's blunder, Cardigan's charge, Nakimov's naval fire. From Balaclava's fatal stand to Inkerman's muddy mire. Hark to the volleys at the great redoubt, the roar at Malakoff's gate. Crimean war's unyielding hate, eternal frozen fate. Snow and fever, trenches deep in the Sevastopol thrall. The clash that cracked the Romanovs' dream, defying one and all. The Alma River in September's flood, Codrington's Highlanders stormed the heights. Boskets, Zouaves and Canroberts, French broke the Russian left in fights. Sevastopol untouched, the siege began with Raglan's siege line slow to creep, while Liprandi's hoarded Balaclava struck where the Scots Greys held the keep. The heavy brigade's charge turned the tide, scarlet sabres carved the foe, but Lucan's fatal 600 rode to the valley of death below. Cardigan led through the guns' red rain, Nolan fell with the first command. Tennyson's verse immortalized the doom of the Light Brigade's last stand. Hark to the volleys at the great redoubt, the roar at Malakoff's gate. Crimean war's unyielding hate, eternal frozen fate. And light brigades ride in the war's unyielding roar. Raglan's blunder, Cardigan's charge. In the halls of Westminster shadowed might, where the Plantagenets held sway, 1337 Edward III's bold cry claimed the Valois throne astray. Philip VI raised the oriflamme from the Seine to the Channel's foam. Sly's waves ran red with French ships drowned as the English longbows roamed. Crecy's field in 36, the Black Prince's first bloodied stand. Genoese crossbows broke against you in the Genoese broken band. Poitiers' rout in 56, John the Good captured in the fray. The Treaty of Brittany gave the South, but the war's embers would not stay. Oh, the thunder of the Bodkin shaft on the Sommam's muddy plain. Longbow volleys and cannon flame where the English kings would reign. Edward's ambition, Henry's fire, Charles the Mad's frown. of Calais to Orleans pyre, the lilies overthrown. Hark to the horns at Portsoy's dust, the roar at Gaston's gate. 100 years unyielding hate, eternal kingdom's fate. Fields of gold and fleur-de-lis in the Channel's savage call. The wars that scarred the realms of Gaul, defying one and all. Agincourt in 15, the miracle of St. Crispin's Day. 5,000 French nobles fell to mud as the archers cleared the way. Harfleur's siege and the summer's grim ford, the Dauphin fled in fear. Paris bowed to the English crown and Burgundy drew near. Henry VI's fragile peace wed to Margaret of Anjou's fire, but Bedford held the Norman line till the English dream expired. 429 Orleans besieged, the Maid of Domremay's call. Joan of Arc raised the sacred banner, storming the walls' great fall. Blazes dust, the roar at Castion's gate. 100 years unyielding hate, eternal kingdom's fate. Fields of gold and fleur-de-lis in the Channel's savage call. The wars that scarred the realms of Gaul, defying one and all. Henry V's fragile peace wed to Margaret of Anjou's fire, but Bedford held the Norman line till the English dream expired. 429 Orleans besieged, the Maid of Domremay's call. Joan of Arc raised the sacred banner, storming the walls' great fall. In the city of Constantine's dream, where the Bosphorus gleams gold, the Eastern Empire stood as Rome's unyielding soul. Theodosius drew the line in 395, the last of Caesar's line, but shadows gathered from the steppes and Persia's ancient spine. Belisarius, Justinian's blade, and Vandal Africa's sun-scorched sand recaptured Carthage in 553. The eagle's reach expand. Theodorus fire lit the throne in riots red with Nika's flame, while plagues and quakes tested the faith in Constantinople's name. Oh, the clash of cataphracts on the Anatolian plain. Theodosian walls against the Saracen tides refrain. Basilis and Logothis in the dance of crown and cross. From the Danube's frost to the Nile's embrace, empires rise and loss. Hark to the horns at Manzikert, the roar at Yarmouk's field. Byzantine thunder fading yield eternal scarred shield. Purple robes and golden horns in the Hajj's sacred light. The Eastern Rome's defiant fight through the endless night. Heraclius in 627, from Africa's edge he sailed to break the Sassanid yoke at Nindiv, where the Tigris wailed. Chosroes' hordes had sacked the city, but the cross reclaimed the throne. Yet from the desert came the storm, Muhammad's heirs unknown. Yarmouk in 636, a slaughter in the Syrian heat. Khalid's scimitars carve the legions, defeat bitter and complete. Leo the Isaac 1717 Iconoclast fires purged the saints, but held the line from heaven. To the horns that massacred the roar at Yarmouk's field. Isam tiny sun, the fading yield, eternal scarred shield. Helios in 627, from Africa's edge he sailed to break the Sassanid yoke at Nindev, where the Tigris wailed. Chuzzaro's hordes had sacked the city, but the cross reclaimed the throne. Yet from the desert came the storm, Muhammad's heirs unknown. Yanuk in 636, a slaughter in the Syrian heat. Khalid's scimitars carved the legions, defeat bitter and complete. Oh, the thunder of the